Marc Warnke here, PackGoats.com. If you're watching this video, it's because you potentially are looking for solutions in owning goats. We have everything you need, the courses, the information, if anything you need to help you to raise goats, from gear and medication and wormers and courses on everything you could possibly want. How to raise a baby, how to help a goat have a baby, how to run milkers, how to run pack goats, all that stuff. I'm known for pack goats, but that involves all of it. So I want to speak to the fact that a lot of people have an assumption that to be a good goat owner, you need a lot of space. And I do believe a lot of space is great, but I will tell you, I have 27 goats in this space right here. All these big boys, you see all these big boys right here, all have the run of 2 acres right here. And there's browse and everything else. And during the winter, they literally hang out on this upper deck. They rarely come to here, and they never go over there. And so if you have feed, water, and shelter, your goats will hang out in that area naturally, even if you have 50 acres for them. The only time they need a lot of acres is if they're browsing. And remember, they can't eat your grass, so you need a large amount of space to truly free range and browse goats. You need creek bottoms like I have here, and hillsides and north slope and grass and a mixture, and it's harder to browse goats than you will. But if you're just dry lotting them, which means they have feeders, they have a shelter, and they have water in the same area, they honestly don't need a ton of space, and they don't use a ton of space. Even if they have the full run of it, they don't use it. So for example, this space right here, it's really beautiful. It's nice and clean. It allows me to create good bedding. I have rock structure along the edge. It has good drainage, so they have dry bedding. They have their feed, they have their waters right over here. And we have 9 pregnant does that are eating more than I can imagine on an every single day basis. And we use surplus, the chaff out of alfalfa, because I feed alfalfa when they're growing kids. They need the calcium. But the stems, they don't like stems, and this is especially stemmy alfalfa, so then I spread that as bedding, and you can just see they make a really good living in a small space. So don't make the mistake of thinking to own goats you need acres. You don't. You really, I ran 27 goats on an acre, and these 27 goats easily hang out on less than an acre, a half acre, even when they have the choice to do a ton more. So don't be deceived on how much ground you need to raise goats. I hope you find that helpful. Marc Warnke, PackGoats.com.